my name is Sila Beck, and you're a rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. This is way number 20. Way number 20 of the 48 Ways to Wisdom. 48 Ways to Wisdom are 48 things you can do in life. So I would say attitudes that you can have in life, and you can do them all pretty much, simultaneously. It's not dependent on a religious world, mostly not dependent on a religious world, a religious worldview, as I have. But 48 things you can do is 48 attitudes that can make your life awesome, that can make you achieve anything you want to achieve, and it works. And actually, this stuff really does work. So this comes from a codification of Jewish law called the Mishnah from like 2,000 years ago. But they're mostly dry laws, dry like legal stuff. There's one volume of it, a tractate called Pirkei Avot, Ethics of Our Fathers, which was like the greatest hits of wisdom from the rabbis of the time they wanted to record for all eternity. Not bad stuff, let me tell you. If you like wisdom, that's a good one to check out. So Pirkei Avot. So one of these Mishnahs in there is the 48 ways to 48 ways to acquire greatness, and it's like these are like 1 or 2 word things. So this was massively expanded by Rabbi Noach Weinberg. Not Wein. I don't know why I put in. It's a Jewy thing. Weinberg. He sounded pretty Jewy anyway. I didn't have to put the in. As a Weinberg, he passed away about 15 years ago. This was one of his cornerstone things. He took each like 1 or 2 word thing and expanded it massively and gave a lot of insight into it. And it really is. It was like this was from like the 70s when he put it together. It was one of like the earliest self-help things, and it's again I like it. So anyway, we're in a period of time called the Omer. It's a 49-day period of time, was like spiritual potential. So we're studying a way a day, one of these ways a day, and I haven't actually looked at these for years and years. So teaching something over this is one of the early ways. Teaching something just helps you relearn it. So this is great for me. Thank you very much for being there. This is great, great for me because I'm reviewing it. It just, it makes your life better. Okay, teaching stuff over makes your life better. I can't remember which number of the 48 ways was, but that was a good one. Fine. Like, share, subscribe. That's all good things. I need your help. The algorithm did really well. Was it yesterday, the day before? It went crazy. It just went up for like a day, and it just stopped. Okay. I'm sure it's because of your help. Because when I say like, share, subscribe, you do that. And thank you very much. I am very, very, very grateful for you for doing that. Comment as well. That really, really helps the algorithm, likes commenting. And if you want to be super nice, super nice, go check out my Indiegogo. Go check 2 awesome graphic novels. So that's like fancy word for comic books. 2 awesome graphic novels. Link is over here in the video notes. It tells you everything you need to know about them. And listen, if it's not for you, go share it. That's also pretty nice. Thank you very much. Fine, so let's look at way number 20, the art conversation. So this week of the 48 ways is a tough one. It's a tough one because this was basically invented, written for college students, and they wrote it in the 90s. I think reading over this, they need to do a rewrite on it. So they haven't really revised this since the 90s. It feels a little bit out of date. But anyway, so this whole week has been about minimalizing stuff, minimize conversation, minimize food, minimize sex, things that we all really like to do a lot more of, right? So they had to have a lot of creative ways to come up with titles. So the art conversation, this is minimize conversation. This was So why should you minimize conversation? What it's really talking about is what is conversation, right? So a conversation on a real deep primal level is connection. When you connect to other people, conversation is a fantastic way of connecting to other people. And I think that's again, from my insanely religious worldview, I think that's the fundamental essence of religion, right? I think pretty much all religions, certainly Judaism, is that we're all together, we're all one, we're all united. And the way to connect with people, especially people you don't know, conversation is awesome. So let's have a look at some of the things they talk about here. So yeah, conversation is building a connection. So like a lot of people find it hard to start conversations. Like me and my daughter, my youngest daughter, Yael, we don't find it hard to start conversations. We'll just go, hi, how you doing? What's your story? Tell me about yourself. And neither of us find it weird doing that. But my wife and the rest of my family was like, well, how do you do that? That's so strange. Yeah. Although I think, you find out incredible and strange things, and you have wonderful life experiences by doing it. I'll give you a quick story, quick aside. We had a fantastic family vacation about 5-10 years ago in Italy, and we're in the fantastic food in Italy and Rome. So we're in this kosher restaurant, Yavato. If you keep kosher and you go to Rome, check out Yavato. Freaking awesome. And we're in there, and this guy comes in, and we start talking to him, and he says he's the owner. And he says, he says, yeah, can I join you? I'm like, yeah, sure, that sounds interesting. And we start talking, and the waiter's like, what's going on? Do you want this man here? Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, why not? Okay. So it turns out after speaking for a few minutes that he's not the owner. He's more the owner as he's a citizen of the world. And he's actually a prophet and a poet. And he also suffers from the bipolar. My wife starts backing up and backs all the other kids up to the table. Me, I'm leaning in. Chat, because why not? Why not? Getting to this person, you connect to somebody into a world that you're never ever going to have access to, and and you know what? That's fun. That's enjoyable. Like talking to other people, connecting to other people. People are basically interesting. Like people are a mass of different life experiences and ideas, and connecting to one another through conversation is the primary way to do it. So this says don't mistake discussion for conversation. I'll say discussion or preaching. Don't try and convince somebody when in a conversation. Don't try and convince them of your worldview. Have an exchange of ideas. It's awesome. Yeah, and to do that, you've got to not be so wrapped up in yourself, right? You've got to empty yourself out a little bit, so you could so you can take in this other person's life and hear what their point of view is. And if they say something you disagree with, don't disagree with them. Go, oh, that's interesting. And if they say, if it comes in the conversation, what you think, explain why you disagree with them, but not in a pejorative manner, not in I have great conversations with Father Christopher Miller. He's we do a stream every Friday. We're doing it at 5 o'clock Israel time. It's 3 p.m. UK time. We moved it for an hour, and obviously we have somewhat differences of opinion. He's a Christian father. I'm a rabbi. Okay, but there's more that unites us that divides us, and we know that through conversation. First, we both love science fiction, right? We're both big geeks. We love sci-fi. We love comic books. That's a great way to connect, because you find the things that you do connect. And secondly, we're both peoples of faith. We're both peoples of faith. Through conversation, you find the sameness in each other, and that's through the connection. And you find sameness in everybody, right? Mostly everybody, because we're all human beings. We're all human beings, and connecting with one another is all a good thing. Be a good listener. Yeah, that's one of the things I said earlier. Make your words count. That's the other thing about minimizing conversation. There's an idea of this thing called Lashon. Lashon hurrah. That's what when you're speaking negatively about people, it's a big no-no, right? In fact, when I finish this series, I might do there's another 6-month thing on not speaking negatively about people. You learn a law, and you have a story a day. I'm quite enjoying doing these. But the basic, I can't go into the full detail, but the basic idea of speaking, and the idea of not speaking derogatorily about people when people you have never heard of, you go what? That's insane! But try it for an hour. Take an hour out of the day and try it, and then you work out from that. But the idea of not doing that is it devalues you. Lowly speech makes you lowly, right? So be careful of your words. Be careful of your words, because if you speak lowly, you will become lowly. So there you go. They had their bullet points, but I'll go and check out this. The link to this in the video notes. Go check it out. I think we covered it, right? Conversation is connection. Don't be afraid of starting that conversation, because people are always fascinating. At least I think so anyway. Sometimes you come up with some really evil people, but mostly, and it doesn't matter what worldview you have, and how different they are from you, how removed they are from you. Mostly people are interesting. Mostly people are interesting, and it's enriches you to connect with them. So there you go. Join me tomorrow for another in the 48 Ways of Wisdom. I guess we did Way 20 today. I guess we'll do Way 21 tomorrow. Have yourselves a freaking awesome day.